What's up, Mutha Goose? Hi, guys! This is the world's okayest librarian coming at ya. And librarians will Dewey Decimate you. I will Dewey Decimate you. What's up? All right, we have so much fun stuff to do tonight. Hi, Ryan Hernandez in California. I'm so excited you're here, Ryan. How are you? Be nice to my friend Sally. She's pretty cool. All right, welcome to Mother Goose's new page. So I had technical difficulties like an hour ago, and apparently I made like 4 pages. So make sure it's me looking kind of weird, but super pretty at the top of the page, and then you know you're at the right one. Also, before we start, just know that tomorrow I'm not going to do one. But it's because it's a super special day. Do you know what tomorrow is? Yes, it's March 22nd, but it's also my birthday. So I'm super excited about that. So if you are watching right now, you have an assignment. Tomorrow, you need to make me a birthday card because I love birthday cards so much. So you need to make a birthday card, and then your mom or dad is going to take a picture of it and post it on here. And then when I come back on Monday, I'm going to hold up pictures of my favorite cards, and maybe it's yours. So make me a birthday card. And Mitchell, if you're watching Mitchell Kurtzinger, I know you have a pet snake, and I would love to see a picture of your pet snake. So if you would draw me a happy birthday card with a picture of your snake, I'd be super psyched about it. So let's do that. Now, does everyone have the goose juice? No matter what form your goose juice is. It could be juice. It could be water. It could be, well, anything to get you through the COVID-19, but mine is water. So goose juice is up. If you noticed, I don't have Mickey Mouse ears on tonight. I have a new hat. And what's funny is, this hat is actually normal size. I just have a gigantic head. That's what happens in my family. We have really big heads. Whee! All right, let's get started. Tonight, my very first thing we need to do is warm up. And when we warm up, we need a helper. So let's get my helper in here. My little goose, Miss Molly. Come on in, Miss Molly.
Hello.
Yay, it's Miss Molly. Hi, Molly. Hi. Yay. All right, Miss Molly also has her little goose juice. Tonight, I'm going to take off the world's okayest librarian sign. Just so you remember, world's okayest librarian right here. I hold the title like 20 years in a row. All right. Oop. I have my handy dandy board right here. And usually this would be a flannel board, but I have no flannel in these hard times. So my wonderful Mr. Goose husband went and got me this board out in the garage because that's what we do. And we're going to start with the cutest little turtle on the planet, Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim the Turtle's going right here, so we all remember that's who we want our Tiny Tim the Turtle to look like.
In the bin, I have the 2 baby turtles.
I couldn't find them, but that's okay. We'll do it on Monday. All right, this is Tiny Tim. You need to catch your Tiny Tim, and your Tiny Tim tonight needs to be wearing a hat just like this. So go ahead and catch your turtle and bring him in close. And look at him in there. Do you have a Tiny Tim Turtle hat on?
Yeah.
Oh, he does. He totally has one on. All right, here we go. Do you remember this song? You need to remember the song. I have a little turtle. His name is Tiny Tim. I put him in the bathtub to see if he could swim. Swim. He drank up all the water, gulp, 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 gulp. He ate up all the soap, nom, 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 nom. And in the morning, he woke up with a bubble in his throat. Here we go. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Good job! Now here's the thing. I just figured out that you guys didn't know that Tiny Tim has a mom. Oh yeah. Tiny Tim has a mom, and her name is Great Big Kim. Kim and Tim. What do those two words do? Kim and Tim. What do those two words do? Molly, what do those two words do?
They both rhyme.
They both rhyme! Very good! So now we have a Great Big Kim. Now, Great Big Kim does not fit in your little hands. So you need to pick up Great Big Kim. Here we go. I have a great big turtle. Her name is Great Big Kim. I put her in the bathtub to see if she could swim. She drank up all the water. Gulp, 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 gulp. She ate up all the soap. Nom, 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 nom. And in the morning she woke up with a bubble in his throat. Here we go. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Pop! Yay! Good job, good job! Now, we did sing it last night by pushing a certain button. Do you remember what that button was? Molly, do you remember what the button was?
The nose.
The nose, the super duper fast button. We're gonna sing the Tiny Tim song by pushing our super duper fast buttons 3 times. Here we go. Boop,
Boop.
boop, boop. Here we go. Catch your turtle. Bring him close. Make sure he's wearing your hat. Are you wearing a hat? Yes, I'm wearing a hat. Here we go, Molly. Have a little turtle. That was so great, Molly. Good job. Good job out there. I hope you did that. And tomorrow, you have to sing that song 3 times because it's my birthday. 3 times that song and make me a card. I'll be super excited. All right. We're going to start with a book tonight. And this book
He's one of our
is
favorites.
one of my favorites. Do I always say that, Molly?
Yeah.
I do always
You're
say
a
that.
librarian and you have lots of favorite books.
Oh, that's true. I'm a librarian and I have all kinds of favorite books, she said. All right, now, this. She totally ditched me on the high five. Let's high five again, Moms. There we go. All right, this is called Horton Hatches the Egg. Now, for Brian Harris and Mary Beth Harris out there listening in listening land, you have Horton and you have egg. So just remember what those 2 words mean to you. Horton hatches the egg. Here we go. Sighed Maisie, a lazy bird hatching an egg. I'm tired and I'm bored and I have kinks in my legs from just sitting here day after day. It's work, how I hate it. I'd much rather play. I'd take a vacation, fly off for a rest. If I could find someone to sit on my nest, if I could find someone, I'd fly away free. But then Horton, the elephant, passed by her tree. Hello, called the lazy bird, smiling her best. You've got nothing to do and I do need a rest. Would you like to sit on the egg in my nest? The elephant laughed. Why, of all silly things, I haven't feathers and I haven't wings. Me? On your egg? Well, that doesn't make sense. Your egg is so small, ma'am, and I'm so immense. Immense, for an elephant, means huge. Tut, tut, answered Maisie. I know you're not small, but I'm sure you could do it. No trouble at all. Why, sit on it softly. You're gentle and kind. Come, be a good fellow. I know you won't mind. I can't, said the elephant. Please, said the bird. I won't be gone long, sir. I give you my word. Why, I'll hurry right back, and I won't even be missed. Uh-oh. Let's see what happens. Oh. Does he look like he's gonna do it? Uh-oh, let's see.
Very well.
Very well, said the elephant, since you insist. You want a vacation? Go off and take it. I'll sit on your egg and I'll try not to break it. I'll stay and be faithful. I mean what I say. Toodaloo! Sang out Maisie, and then she flew away. Oh dear. Molly's gonna read this page.
Then carefully, tenderly, gently, he crept up the trunk to the nest where the little egg slept.
Good job. So he had to go up that tree, but look at that tree. Was that tree gonna hold him? No, it was not. He had to make some good bracing on that.
It was thin and narrow.
Then Horton the elephant smiled. Now that's that. And he sat, and he sat, and he sat, and he sat. And he sat all that day. And he kept that egg warm. And he sat all that night through a terrible storm. It poured, and it lightning, it thundered, it rumbled. This isn't much fun, the poor elephant grumbled. I wish she'd come back, 'cause I'm cold and I'm wet, and I hope that Maisie bird doesn't forget. Oh no, look at him. He's getting so wet. Uh-oh. But Maisie, by this time, was far beyond reach, enjoying the sunshine way off in Palm Beach, where if she went today, she'd get a $500 fine and 30 days in jail because that beach is closed. And having such fun, such a wonderful rest, she decided to never, ever, 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 ever go back to her nest. Oh, Maisie, you got some life choices there, friend.
No.
So Horton kept sitting there, day after day, and soon it was autumn and the leaves blew away, and then came the winter. The snow and the sleet and the 2-hour delays. I do love those. The icicles hung from his trunk and his feet, but Horton kept sitting and said with a sneeze, Molly, I'm gonna sneeze.
Oh no.
Achoo! I'll stay on this egg and I won't let it freeze. I said what I meant and I meant what I said. An elephant's faithful 100%. So poor Horton sat there the whole winter through, and then came the springtime with troubles anew. His friends gathered round and they shouted with glee, "Ha ha! Look, Horton the elephant stuck in a tree." They taunted, they teased him, they yelled, "How absurd! Old Horton the elephant thinks he's a bird."
Poor.
Oh no,
Poor.
look at that.
Poor Horton.
Poor Horton is right. Look at him up there. Poor guy, all of his friends are running. They laughed and they laughed, and they all ran away, and Horton was lonely. He wanted to play, but he sat on the egg and he continued to say, "I meant what I said and I said what I meant. An elephant's faithful 100%.
Oh no.
No matter what happens, this egg must be tended. Uh-oh. But poor Horton's troubles were far, far from ended. For Horton sat there, so faithful, so kind. 3 hunters came sneaking up softly behind. Uh-oh, it's a hunter. He heard the men's footsteps. He turned with a start. 3 rifles were aiming straight for his heart. Uh-oh, 3 rifles, guys. Right up over to the elephant. Did he run? He did not. Whew! Horton stayed on that nest. He held his head high and he threw out his chest, and he looked at the hunters as much as to say, "Shoot if you must, I will not run away. I meant what I said and I said what I meant. An elephant's faithful 100%. But the men didn't shoot. Much to Horton's surprise, they dropped their 3 guns and they stared with wide eyes. Oh my goodness. Look, they all shouted, can such a thing be? An elephant sitting on top of a tree? It's strange. It's amazing. It's wonderful new. Don't shoot him. We'll catch him. That's just what we'll do. We'll take him alive. Why, he's terribly funny. And we'll send him back home to the circus for money. Uh-oh. Now they're going to sell him. Capitalism. Uh-oh. Look at him. What did they do? Did they take the egg away? If we look closely, we see, nope, it's still there. Let's see what they did. And the first thing they built a big wagon with ropes on the front for the pullers to drag on. They dug up his tree and they put it inside, with Horton so sad that he practically cried. We're off, the men shouted, and off they all went, with Horton unhappy, 100%. Uh-oh. Up out of the jungle, up into the sky, up over the mountains 10,000 feet high, then down the mountains and down to the sea went the elephant, cart, egg, nest, and tree. They took it all. Then out of the wagon and onto a ship, and out over the ocean, and oh, what a trip, rolling and tossing and splashed with the spray. And Horton said day after day after day, I meant what I said and I said what I meant, but am I seasick 100%? Ugh. After bobbing around for 2 weeks like a cork, there he is. They landed at last in the town of New York. All ashore, the men shouted, and down with a lurch went Horton the elephant, still on his perch. Tied onto a board that could just scarcely hold him, bump. They all landed, and then the men sold him. Oh no, but he's still on that egg, guys. He's still taking care of it.
Can I read this?
I know I'm licking my fingers, but really, I washed my hands, so we're good. We're good.
Can I read this?
Hold on just a second. Sold to a circus, then week after week, they showed him to people at 10 cents a peek. They took him to Boston, to Kalamazoo, Chicago, Oaxaca, and Washington, too, to Dayton, Ohio, St. Paul, Minnesota, to Wichita, Kansas, to Drake, North Dakota. And everywhere, thousands of folks flocked to see and laugh at the elephant up in a tree. Poor Horton grew sadder the further they went, but he said as he sat in the hot, noisy tent. Go ahead, Malls.
I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. An elephant's faithful 100%.
Good job. He's gonna sit on there. Let's see what... Uh-oh. Well, looky here. Who is up in the sky? Then one day, the circus show happened to reach a town way down south, not too far from Palm Beach. And dawdling along way up in the sky, who, of all people, should chance to fly by? But that old good-for-nothing bird runaway Maisie, still on vacation and still just as lazy, and spying the flags in the tents just below, she sang out, "Oh, what fun! I'll go to a show." Oh, good job, Brian Harris. We need a little goose juice. This is some drama taking place. Maisie's now in the same town of Horton, so I need everybody's goose juices up.
And
Goose juices up.
All of the little kids to drink their little goose juice.
Yep, little goose juice and big goose juice. Let's do this. Good job. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. Uh-oh. There she is. You're in the next page. Not yet. And she swooped from the clouds through the open tent door. Good gracious, gasped Maisie. Have I seen you before? Poor Horton looked up, his face white as chalk. But before he could speak, and before he could talk, oh my gosh, there rang out the noisiest ear-splitting squeaks from the egg that he sat on for 51 weeks.
A thumping, a bumping, a wildlife scratching. My egg, shouted Horton. My egg, why it's hatching.
Good job, little Malls. Good job, little Malls. But it's mine! Uh-oh, there she is. But it's mine, screamed the bird when she heard the egg crack. The work was all done. She wanted it back. It's my egg, she sputtered. You stole it from me. Now get out of my nest and get out of my tree. Poor Horton backed down
with a
sad, heavy heart. But at that very instant, the egg burst apart. And out of the pieces of red and white shell, from the egg that he sat on so long and so well, Horton the elephant saw something whiz. It had ears and a tail and a trunk, just like his. And the people came shouting, "What's this all They looked and they stared with their eyes popping out. Oh my goodness. Then they cheered and they cheered and they cheered more and more because, gosh, they'd never seen anything like it before. My goodness, my gracious. They shouted, my word, it's something brand new. It's an elephant bird. And it should be like that because Horton was faithful. He sat and he meant what he said and he said what he meant. Molly, what does he always say? And they sent him home happy. 100%. Good job. Yay! Everybody give that a big old round of applause. Remember yesterday, I showed you how to do a firecracker. So your hands start down like this, and you go, psst. Ah! Good job. That's a firecracker. Now we're going to give it a big old Texas cheer. That goes, yeah! Just like at Texas Roadhouse. Oh, I love Texas Roadhouse rolls. Maybe if Texas Roadhouse maybe gave Mother Goose some rolls, that would be real exciting. Wouldn't that be fun? We might have to go pick some up.
How about me?
Yeah, you love those. They're delicious.
Peanuts.
Peanuts. All right. We're going to do one more thing. We did it yesterday.
But remember what we said. You don't have to read the words to do a book.
Very good. You do not have to read the words in every book. Sometimes you can just look at the pages and make up your own words. Or, like me, I made up my own song, and it goes like this.
I'll do all the lips.
Okay. I went to visit the zoo today, and at the zoo along the way, I met a seal, and he did say,
"Oh, oh, oh."
Do it again.
Oh, oh, oh.
It's a seal. Good job. All right. I went to visit the zoo today, and at the zoo along the way, I met a... Don't tell them. What is this, boys and girls? What is this?
Is it a tiger?
It's a tiger. I met a tiger, and he did say... That's a ferocious tiger.
I need coffee.
No, that tiger needed coffee. That's a good tiger. You know that tiger's fine. That's right. All right, next one. I went to visit the zoo today, and at the zoo along the way, I met a monkey, and he did say,
"Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. I need coffee."
Oh no, the monkey also needs coffee. Oh my gosh, it needs coffee. Next one. I went to visit the zoo today, and at the zoo along the way, I met hyenas. Oh, hyenas. And they did say,
I need coffee every day.
Every day it needs coffee. Can I do the last one, please? I went to visit the zoo today, and at the zoo along the way, I met a wolf, and he did say, oh, 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 oh. Very good. All right, remember everybody on the interwebs, you have an assignment. It's my birthday tomorrow. I'm gonna be 17. No, I am not. I'm going to be 44. I know, I act like it. You could tell. You could tell. This is the face of a 44-year-old. And the voice. Anyway, so tomorrow you are to make me a birthday card and send me a picture, and then I'm going to show everybody the picture on Monday. So everybody take Sunday off, draw me a card, go play your turtle songs, and have the best time. And I will see you Monday. Goose is out. One more sip of the juice.